What is calorie deficit? So calorie deficit is when we consume less calories than we burn. It's that simple. If we burn 2,000 calories a day but only consume 1,500 calories, then we are in a 500 calorie deficit and we will lose weight. Why should we care about calorie deficit? When it comes to losing weight, we cannot outrun or outcrunch a bad diet. We can run on a treadmill for an hour every single day, but if we eat poorly, we won't see any results. A lot of people get sucked into doing endless crunches and running on the treadmill without understanding the importance of diet. The sad truth is that diet is more important than exercise. This might upset some of you, but the facts are the facts. Let me explain this further with a real-life example. Imagine two individuals who are trying to lose weight. One person goes to the gym and works out for 2 hours every single day, doing everything correctly. But outside of the gym, they are eating a ton of junk food and drinking soda. On the other hand, we have the second individual who doesn't go to the gym and only works out for 30 minutes a day. But outside of the gym, they are eating clean foods and hardly ever cheat. Who do you think will lose more weight? It's obvious that the second individual will lose more weight, because even though the first person is working out more, it doesn't matter if they are still eating like crap. To burn fat, we need to be in a caloric deficit. And the only way to achieve that is by reducing our calorie intake or increasing our calorie expenditure, or both. How do we know if we're in a caloric deficit? The best and most accurate way to know if you're in a caloric deficit is to track your calories. There are many free apps online that you can use to track your calories. The process of tracking calories is very simple. All you have to do is search the food you ate on Google, and it will tell you how many calories are in that food. For example, if I search how many calories are in a slice of bread, it says one slice of bread has 75 calories. If I eat 2 slices of bread, then I would type in 75 times 2, and that equals 150 calories. Now let's say I have that slice of bread with peanut butter. If I search how many calories are in peanut butter, it says that there are 89 calories per tablespoon. And let's say I put 2 tablespoons of peanut butter on that bread, so I would type in 89 times 2, and that equals 178 calories. Then I would add the 150 calories from the bread, and that equals 328 calories. So now I know that this meal has 328 calories. I would then go on my fitness app and type in 328 calories under the food section. And that's how I would log this meal. I would do this for every single meal I eat throughout the day. And at the end of the day, I would check my app to see how many calories I consumed. If I see that I had a total of 1,500 calories for the entire day, then I know that I am in a caloric deficit because I told myself that I would only consume 1,500 calories today. Tracking calories is definitely not perfect, but it is the most accurate way to determine if you are in a caloric deficit. So now that you understand what a caloric deficit is and how to calculate it, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to create a caloric deficit so you can start burning fat. Step 1, find your maintenance calories. So before we can create a caloric deficit, we first need to find out how many calories we need to consume to maintain our current body weight. There are many different ways to calculate maintenance calories, but I like to use a formula because it is very simple and accurate. Here's the formula. Take your body weight in pounds multiplied by 10. Get that many calories and eat that many calories every day, and your weight will stay the same. For example, if you weigh 150 pounds, multiply that by 10, and that equals 1,500 calories. So if you eat 1,500 calories a day, your weight will stay the same. Now don't forget that this formula only works if you are sedentary. If you exercise, then you need to adjust the number of calories. After you find out how many calories you need to consume to maintain your weight, I want you to write that down because we are going to use it later. Step 2, choose a calorie deficit percentage. We want to aim for a calorie deficit between 10 to 20%. A good place to start is by aiming for a 10% calorie deficit. So let's take the previous example. If you ate 1,500 calories to maintain your weight, then 10% of that would be 150 calories. So you would subtract 150 calories from your maintenance calories, and that would equal 1,350 calories. This means that if you eat 1,350 calories, you will be in a 10-calorie deficit, and you will start to lose weight. Now, if you want to lose weight faster, you can go for a 20% calorie deficit. So continuing on with the previous example, 20% of 1,500 calories is 300 calories. So you would subtract 300 from your maintenance calories, and that would equal 1,200 calories. Now, if you eat 1,200 calories, you will be in a 20% calorie deficit and you will start to lose weight faster. Just keep in mind that the higher the calorie deficit, the harder it will be to maintain that deficit. I always tell my clients to start off with a 10-calorie deficit and then lower the calories by another 100 calories every 2 weeks until they hit their goal. Step 3, track your calories and readjust as needed. Once you find out how many calories you need to eat to be in a caloric deficit, you need to start tracking your calories to make sure you're sticking to your plan. As I said earlier, I recommend using an app to track your calories because it makes things much easier. Be sure to track every single meal and snack you eat throughout the day. Don't forget to factor in the calories from sauces and dressings as well. Once you hit your calorie goal, you need to weigh yourself weekly to see if you're actually losing weight. If you notice that you are losing weight too quickly, which is more than 2 pounds per week, then you may need to increase your calorie intake. I usually tell my clients to aim for 1 to 2 pounds of weight loss per week. So, if you're losing weight faster than that, you may need to increase your calories. If you notice that you stop losing weight altogether, then you may need to decrease your calorie intake by 100 calories and continue tracking your calories weekly to see if that solves the problem. If it doesn't, then you need to keep lowering your calories by 100 calorie increments until you start seeing results again. There you have it. Those are 3 easy steps to help you create a caloric deficit so you can start burning fat. Thanks for watching, friends! If you like this video, smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more cool content. We would really appreciate it. We will see you in the next video.